What is it? It's
Wednesday.
Wednesday, March the 30th, 2022, here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year, usually around 10:30 a.m. Eastern time during the weeks, 10 a.m. On the weekends. Just hashing through some stuff, trying to get the agenda here for Puckin' Crazy, getting it all.
Yeah,
It's all
excited for it.
yeah, a couple things were pucked up. We had to, to straighten them out, Put the biscuit in the basket, light the lamp, lace
I
them
like
up.
it. Yep. It's going to be a great show today. Dana Lane's coming on. El Ninos, Tony Brown. So you guys make sure you join us there.
Yeah, it's kind of that interesting time of year. It's like a transitional. Normally, baseball will have started by now, but this year it hasn't. And normally, what I normally spend this time talking about is in baseball is that they started the season too early, and all these games are getting canceled. It's snowing in Colorado. Last year, I don't know what date it was of the season. We should find this out. But one of my favorite play of the entire season happened like in the first week, and it happened in Detroit.
Okay.
And Miguel Cabrera slid into second base because he couldn't see the ball leaving the park.
Oh, wow.
He hit a home run. And he
Wow.
slid into second base, and it was snowing so hard he couldn't see the ball go over the fence.
Jeez, that's crazy.
It happened last season in Detroit.
Yeah. Snowing that hard, hey? Wow.
Yes. Honey Badger to the Raiders. I don't know, man. I'm just not. I have to tell you, I don't love the NFL. So, I don't. It's like, I know the Dolphins have added a lot of players. It doesn't make me more of a fan. Trust me on that one.
Is there anyone coming up from college that you're excited to see?
In the NFL?
Yeah. Because we know you're a huge college fan.
I'd like to see Thibodeau from Oregon. Okay. I think that he's going to be an exciting player. I think that some of these wide receivers that are coming out should be really good. The NFL changes, so it's like without the ability to cover wide receivers and, the game becoming a pure pass rush game, it's a lot like flag football. So it makes it really hard to really get excited about much. It's just not the same game, that it used to be.
Did you see the changes to overtime that both teams will have to possess the ball now?
That's only in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Only in the playoffs.
Only in playoffs.
I say stop somebody. I say that's because the rules are so watered down that it's almost impossible to play defense now. So they had to do that.
They did.
But meanwhile, before all these rule changes for the defense, we had games that went 6 quarters, in overtime in the playoffs. Yeah. We at least 2 games. There's several games that went, 6 quarters.
Do you think with all the rules and the changes to what the defense can do, we're seeing less injuries, or do you think we're still seeing the same amount of injuries?
Way more injuries.
More injuries. Okay.
Way more injuries. All to the quarterback. Way more injuries. It's way more. And it's all the rule changes are designed to protect the quarterback. You can't hit him low, you can't hit him whatever, right? But what it is that you can't cover the receivers. So they get these cornerbacks that can cover man coverage, cover corners. They make the most money. We went through this. They make the most money of almost all the players in the NFL. And they're usually like 5'9", that run like 4.2 40s is what they are. And what happens is the whole idea that these guys is that they're short, but they can jump like, dunk like Jordan. So it's like you get everyone else rushes the passer. And then the passer, hopefully you can get the pressure on him. And he's got to throw the ball up, and out there. And then you have these corners that can jump up and grab these basically jump balls. that the quarterback's throwing. And that's your only chance, because if the quarterback has time, you're not allowed to cover the receiver. These guys are so fast, I don't care who you have covering them. It's a touchdown almost every single play, as we see with Tyreek Hill.
Oh, absolutely.
You can't, there's nothing you can do. It's not bad coverage. there's nothing you can do. The rules aren't meant to cover. The rules are meant to produce fantasy points. In his few actual plays and actual football time as possible, so they can put more commercials in.
Have you ever played fantasy, Mitch?
I did in the 80s.
Okay. So
or early 90s. Early 90s. No,
So
late
why in
80s,
fantasy
late
do you
80s,
have
early
to
90s.
pick it?
Late 80s, early 90s. What's that?
Why in fantasy do you only just get to pick a defensive team?
Oh, I don't know.
Because that makes no sense to me.
No, it doesn't make
Why
any
can't you
sense.
build a team of defense?
It's half the game. It's actually, offense is only a third of the game. Offense, defense, special teams.
Yeah, I was shocked the first time I played fantasy, and I was like, what do you mean I have to just pick one team for defense? That's not fair. So
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
yes, I never played again because I was like, that's BS. And plus, my person that I was like partnered with, she made the mistake of getting Kirk Cousins for our quarterback. I had given her a list of people we wanted, and somehow she read that do not take Kirk Cousins as take Kirk Cousins. So we did not do well at all.
I don't understand this comment. I can send you all my work! ! I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I have no clue. Maybe
No
there's a
idea.
comment above.
No idea. I don't want work. I got enough.
Oh.
Got plenty. No idea what that means.
I don't know.
I don't either. The hell does that mean?
Sometimes, yeah. Maybe it was, how sometimes you text the wrong thing to the wrong person? Maybe that was meant for something else. I've done that.
Yeah, the betting tools should be great for baseball. I'm excited to use them myself, and we'll have new ones by then.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
We had a near catastrophe before the show. Joe's daughter couldn't find her coffee. It was got a little testy there for a minute.
For a Starbucks cold brew, like seriously,
yeah,
didn't touch it.
No, didn't sound like it, Joe. Didn't sound. Like it.
You guys just checking the mini fridge, and I'm sure if I would have told her, like behind the oat milk, it's probably sitting right there. But
the old behind the oat milk.
Right. Teenagers when they look in the fridge.
I've talked to you about my I have no idea who you are. I've talked to you about my handicapping work, but anyone that applies to be on Pig Dogs through our YouTube chat is obviously someone that doesn't understand us as a company. So, best of luck to you. I talked to you about my handicapping. I've been in business for a long time. Oh, good for you.
Okay,
best
so
of luck with it. I don't,
NBA, yes.
Is this become job application day? We only hire people that that have experience that we can see their records, except for our Become a Capper contest.
Yeah.
And I don't you didn't win. As far as I know.
Yeah. So did you watch the Jazz and the Clippers game last night? Because I didn't watch it, but what the heck happened to the Jazz at the end there? How did they fall apart so bad, if you watched it?
I did not watch the game.
Okay, because they were up by so many points. And then in that fourth quarter, Clippers came out 39-21 and won that game, 121-115. I saw people all over complaining about it. It looked like it was an easy win for the Jazz, right? They were dominating. I don't know if they sat people, so if you guys watched it. But I know, Mitch, I know you were on the Clippers. The betting tools were on the Clippers. And,
yep.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if anyone saw what happened. Because I saw in the comments people are, like, saying stuff about the Jazz. Goddamn Jazz.
Paul George is back.
Nice.
Well, we've got a bunch of NBA games. Let's just take a quick look here. People say, when are they going to do the
Well, at the what minute mark are we?
I don't know.
At the 10 minute mark. 10
Cleveland
minutes.
Cavaliers versus Dallas Mavericks. We've got the Indiana Pacers versus the Denver Nuggets. The Wizards taking on the Magic, and the Celtics and the Heat. Any of these, Joe?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the Heat plus the points. I think that is a tighter one. I think Boston probably wins it, but with these teams, I think it's a scrappy game, and the Heat can keep it tight. I lean on the Magic plus the points as well. I think it's too many for the Wizards to cover. We know the Magic have not been strong on the road, going 10-29 straight up, but they have been covering 22-17 against that spread on the road. Wizards come in here 17-20-1 at home against that spread. They're also 2-7-1 against the spread, their last 10 overall. So I can't lay 3 points with them. So give me the Magic. And then I like the Dallas Mavericks. I think they have a solid game here. I know they're on a back-to-back, but they have been strong on those back-to-backs, covering in 5 of their last 7. I think the Cavs, I think it's going to be too hard of a game for them. I think Mavericks are just playing too strong, and they've dominated against the Cavaliers, going 7-2 against the spread the last 9 meetings in Cleveland, and 5-1-1 against the spread the last 7 meetings overall. So give me the Dallas Mavericks. What do you like here, Mitch?
I like the Magic against I switch screens. So let me see. I like the Magic against the Wizards. I like what Porzingis has done since the trade to the Wizards, and I don't know. I think the Magic are just kind of playing their best basketball right now. I like the Nuggets, but not as much as I did. And I like the Miami Heat against the Celtics because everyone is so down on the Heat right now. I just think it's a good opportunity for them. Going to take the Heat in this one. They have not been playing well. And they've lost that number 1 overall seed in the East.
Yeah.
Which means nothing. The number 1 seed and all that home court advantage, it's like you lose one game at home, there goes your whole home court advantage. You played all season for that. It's not worth it. I'll send you my work. I'll send you my work. No. Do not send me your work. Do not send me your pics.
Okay.
Do not send me anything. Please.
Not today, not tomorrow, not next week.
Yeah. Wish you best of luck. And I honestly do. It's like, oh man. I think people that cause me more work are the people in really hard. Super hard.
Yeah. Oh, it is, Mitch. We know how much is on your plate. That's for sure.
Knicks versus Hornets. Raptors versus Timberwolves. Rockets versus Kings. And Thunder Buddies versus Hawks. Any of these?
Yeah. I can't bet with the New York Knicks. So give me the Charlotte Hornets covering those 2 points. I like how they've gone against the spread on the road, going 21-15-1 on the road this season. They also have played the Knicks strong, going 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 meetings. This Knicks team, I know we've seen them get some covers. They're 6-4 against the spread in the last 10, but I don't believe in them. And I think them at home, we have to look at their record of 2-8 against the spread in their last 10 home games, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 on that 1 day's rest. So I think they'll struggle tonight. I think the Hornets come out and win this by, 4 or 5 points. I think between the Timberwolves and the Raptors. I think we probably have an under game there. I think the Raptors defense is going to come out really strong in this one and keep it under that total. What about yourself, Mitch, in these?
I like the Timberwolves against the Raptors. The world is bad mouthing the Timberwolves in this game. Love them. I like Charlotte in this one against the Knicks. What's that?
Said those damn Timberwolves.
I'll take them again. I'm going to take the Hornets also against the Knicks. Same thing. And I don't know. I'm take a flyer on the Rockets here as well against the Kings. Kings are just terrible. I mean, they have no excuse. The Rockets at least have excuses. Yeah. Kings don't have any.
Yeah, their defense is just appalling. Or do they even have defense this season?
I don't know. They're terrible. They never have defense. Never. It's not like it's something new.
Yep.
Spurs and Grizzlies, Warriors and the Suns, and the Blazers and the Pelicans. Pelicans, 2 touchdown favorites against the Blazers on the road.
It is a hell of a lot of points there. Hell of a lot. I'm gonna lay the points with the Phoenix Suns. I think they have a great game over the Warriors tonight. I think these teams are just playing in opposite directions right now. Warriors 1-6 against the spread, their last 7 overall. I think the Suns come out and dominate in this one. I'm looking for a huge game out of them. They're 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 road games. They're also 7-1 against the spread their last 8 games overall. I don't even think I think it's just going to be a terrible night for the Warriors. What are you liking in these 3, Mitch?
I like the Warriors a lot against the.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Kings of the home dog. They're the kings of being home dogs when they do not like being disrespected, and they're gonna smack the Suns outright money line.
Okay.
Also,
best of luck.
betting tools love the Warriors in this one.
Oh, damn it, betting tools and Mitch. Okay.
Yeah, love.
You're probably better off listening to that side of
the
things.
betting tools love the Warriors in this one. They love them. And that's it. I like the Pelicans, but I don't love them with the 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, when you're getting up into those kind of spreads, it's a scary situation for sure. So we've got no college basketball today. College basketball tomorrow. It was funny because I was trying to find the college basketball games today, and I thought my book was just like completely wrong. So I almost wrote a complaint, and then I realized I'm just a moron and I needed more coffee this morning because there was no games today.
Yeah, last night's games weren't even close. They just were not close.
Did you enjoy them?
The college games?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, no? I won them both, which is always nice. But it's not like I, was enthralled watching. I think I was watching it just on the computer. I was editing the videos because with the time change, everything is so early now.
Yeah.
So, I was editing video while the second game was on. So I had it on the computer screen. My wife was watching like Rock the Block or something.
Rock the Block. What's that?
Rock the Block is where they get like 4 or 5 teams of like these famous designers. They pair up 2 designers. Either they're like already, a team of designers, or like 2 different designers that, are kind of friends and work together. And then they give them each like basically a brand new house, but the house isn't, it's basically just, where they just have the drywall, no like finishings, no nothing. And then each week they do a different room in the house. like basically build it out, design it, build it, and like whatever based
Cool.
with a certain budget. They only have X amount of dollars to work with, and then like the next week, whoever won that week gets like an extra $4,000 or something to work with on the next thing, and it's like it's amazing, like the things that they come up with, like. There's an odd bathroom, so it's like they'll take the bathroom out and they'll turn it into a pantry, and they'll do this, and it's like they expand
Cool.
this out, and they're moving walls, and it's like it's crazy.
That's awesome. Sounds like a good show. I'll add it to the list. So I know you won both your bets in college basketball yesterday, but were those the teams that you wanted to see go through? Or did you want to see St. Bonnie's go through and just knew it was
I gotta
Xavier?
say, I don't care.
Don't care?
No, I don't really have like a thing. My wife went to Xavier for
Yeah.
grad school, so
cool.
kind of, but she doesn't really care that much. To be
Man, and
honest.
then she had the Bengals, and look at her go.
Yeah, she's kind of had it all going on. So Brennan is saying that Sports Chat Betting Tools likes the Suns.
Oh, interesting.
Really? Oh well. Money line or spread?
I bet you it's money line.
Let's see. NBA. See, Warriors covering the spread as home underdogs 6 in a row.
Oh, yeah, the Suns, it's just on that money line. Wins on the road against the Western Conference last 12. You're paying so much on the money line there. Minus 182.
But the Warriors plus 4.5, 6 in a row as home dogs. How do you choose? Or you don't play it? I just choose the opposite side because I think everybody's on the Suns. It just seems to make a lot of sense. The line's down 2 points as well on top of it. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever, So that's why. It just seems like a good spot, one that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is hard not being a fan when you're betting sports, but I think that the more that you look into these games and the more that you look into these leagues and the older you get, the easier it is. It's like, you start to like where you used to be like, oh my, these guys were my idols. It's like when I was a kid, I knocked on Howard Twilley's door to get his autograph. Like Larry Zonka would be at the bank, signing autographs. They would never do that now, and Jim Kick and
The security would be called. There's a kid at our door.
right.
You don't even get to
They
the
would
door.
never do that anymore. And these guys, the way that things are today, it's like it makes it very, very easy to not like these guys, and to just see what it is. And it's like I know a lot of people that they love it and whatever, but it's like it's not something that that outside of it's a job for me. That's all it is. NFL's a job. And that's how these guys treat it. That's how the players treat it. Same way. Why did I sign with the Bears? Oh, I always wanted to be a Bear. Just say it, man. They offered me $1 more than anybody else would. Say it, man. Own it.
Yeah. So have you seen the funny memes going around about Tom Brady and being home with the kids for less than a month and he's already wanting to work? They're pretty funny. Pretty funny, saying how bad is Giselle and the kids if after a month he's already like, take me back. I'm coming back. So I'm shocked that he came back. I'm shocked he retired and then came back.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised too that he came back. Because it's not like he's making the throws that he used to make.
Yeah.
And it's not like the Bucks are going to be good.
No. It'll be an interesting season. I'm counting down to it.
Well, I mean, we'll cover it and, be enthusiastic about it and do the best that we can. But I think at the same time, it's sometimes it's hard.
Yeah. Oh, it is, especially with the refs.
It's a great bandwagon sport.
Totally is.
It's
Yeah, you
not.
should see all the Seahawks fans up here in Alberta because it's the closest place to go, right? To Seattle.
So who's the quarterback now for the Seahawks? Did they get one or no?
A good question. I don't know who they ended up getting.
If Tom Brady wanted to end with a ring, then he should have retired 2 years ago when they won.
Yeah.
That was the time to walk. That was his time. He's not going to get a ring this year. Drew Lock is the quarterback that they got from Denver. My guess is they're going to draft one.
Yeah, I would think so. Something came out an hour ago saying Seahawks still want Geno Smith, but remain in quarterback business. Geno Smith?
God.
Can't roll with Geno Smith.
No.
Have any hope. Wow.
Ugh. They had the guy, what was his name? That other guy played for the Vikings for a while. It's just terrible. Oh, God, he's so bad.
I don't know.
Yo, I'm going to be doing extended lines on baseball. I will be doing those on my premium picks. I have my baseball package out there. And this year, I'm going to be more aggressive than ever on my premium picks in baseball. I rarely ever use the alternate lines and extended lines in my premium picks in baseball. Normally, I just give those out on the show, but this year I'm going to be doing them in there. So I'm super excited to do it. I don't know if you were with us, Joe, but I'm like the king of the extended lines in baseball. Like people will be like, oh, whatever we hit on this show, like reverse run line bets, laying an additional 3 runs. Like when the Braves were people thought they were out when Acuna Jr. went down. We were betting the Braves super heavy on the show. And we did one, I think we did one where the Braves, we did reverse run line 3 runs like against like the Phillies or something. And we got like plus 890 on our money. And they won by like 20.
Oh, yeah.
They won by like 15 runs.
Wow.
It was like, so everyone went nuts. Everyone was super excited. So that's what everyone's excited about. It's all because I do a lot of alternate and reverses.
Yeah. The way to make money right there.
You have to be aggressive.
Yeah. Oh, you do, for sure. Baker Mayfield to Seattle?
I don't know. I don't know if he goes with Pete Carroll. Yep, I am the alternate line guy. I love doing it, and I've never really done it with my premium picks, but this year I was gonna set up like a separate thing in the premium picks to do that with, and then to have just super aggressive. But it's like, I think for baseball, I might actually just do it. This is what I'm really betting, the alternate lines and everything like that. Just those. I'm super aggressive.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's like I think when I do my premium picks, I generally make them the more conservative side, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either, because you're really good at those ones that you take aggressively.
Yep.
That is your thing for sure.
Well, Joe, you got a parlay for today? Such a light card. What's going on in NHL today? What's up? Fucking crazy. Dana Lane is on, and
Dana Lane, Al Ninos, and Tony Brown are all on. So it's going to be a good show. We've got some really good games actually today in the NHL that I'm excited for. So I think we've got 6 games. We got Vegas taking on Seattle and Arizona taking on San Jose. Edmonton is in action against the LA Kings. So we know I hate Edmonton. St. Louis and Vancouver, New York Rangers and Detroit, and Winnipeg and Buffalo. So going to be a great show. So make sure you join us later, you guys.
Guy, I almost fell asleep with you reading off the games.
I know. I could tell. I could see your face, and it went from I was like energy to I'm drained. Just drained.
It was like, it sounded like such a good idea to go over those.
Well, at least I didn't go in depth. And I told you I got to throw in a jab against Edmonton, how much I hate them. So made me feel better about my day.
All right, I'm taking Mavericks first quarter, parlaying it up with the
For my parlay, let's do these parlays.
froze up. So I'll do mine. I'm going to take the Charlotte Hornets. I'm going to parlay it up with the Orlando Magic and the Miami Heat. Actually, the Heat, the Warriors. I'll do Heat, Warriors, Magic, Hornets. 14 parlay. Joe, you froze up, so we didn't hear yours.
I'm completely frozen. Can you hear me at all?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
see me at all?
Yes.
Okay.
We see and hear you. Before we didn't.
For myself. See? Hear me? On my side, I just look frozen. I'm going to take the over between the Heat and Boston. And then I'm going to take the Magic plus the points. And then Denver Nuggets laying the points.
All right. The Heat.
Hopefully you guys heard that.
What did you no, say it again?
The Heat and the Celtics over the total.
Okay.
And I take the Nuggets laying the points and the Magic plus the points.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you.